Hi, I'm Janey and welcome to the vlog, and we're talking all about oceanic pollution today, because I don't know if you've seen a lot of the stuff in the press recently about the problem with microbeads, environmentally damaging microbeads that are found in loads of cosmetics, particularly things like facial scrubs, exfoliators, also in soaps, even in some toothpaste. And this is a real problem because these tiny little beads get into the rivers, the seas, the lakes, and these tiny little bits of plastic soak up poisonous chemicals, and then they're mistaken for plankton by marine life, and of course, you know, the results are pretty hazardous and they ultimately end up in the food chain. And you know, the thing about it is this, they're so completely unnecessary. There are so many products that don't contain this stuff that why would anybody use them? Now, I know Waitrose have come out and said that they will make sure that they're removed from the products that they stock. L'Oreal have said that they aim at some point to phase them out. So, you know, it's a good start, isn't it? But in the meantime, just don't use anything that contains these things if you can help, because let's face it, it's not just the microbeads that are causing the problems in the rivers and the seas. It's the other stuff too, all the hormone disrupting chemicals, all the preservatives, all the synthetic stuff, which is, you know, creating a problem. In fact, it's not even just the microbeads in terms of the plastics, because even things like certain fabrics, synthetic fabrics, can give off little bits of plastic as well, which can be harmful. And of course, that's before you even get started on plastic bags and all the rest of it. So I think this is from not just an ethical, sustainable perspective, but very much from a health perspective as well. So there's a few companies that have joined together to start a campaign against microbeads, to ban microbeads completely, and Green People, one of my absolute favourite companies, are part of that, as are Neal's Yard Remedies. So let's just watch that and see how that really works, because they certainly don't need to use these things in their products, so why should anybody else? We mentioned soaps, that sometimes these are found in soaps. Well, opt for something completely pure, you know, proper soap, handmade proper soap like this from Little Soap Company. Whole range of products here, and really affordable, really high quality, and you can get them in the supermarkets as well. So there's just absolutely no excuse. And then of course on to exfoliators. At the moment I'm absolutely loving this. This is a company called Pure and Light Revitalizing. That's a very loud aeroplane going by the way, as you can hear. It's not me. Pure and Light Revitalizing Facial Exfoliator. It's so nice, contains absolutely nothing scary whatsoever. And then of course the other option is go completely DIY with something like facial scrubs and facial exfoliators. It's so easy to make your own with just food ingredients. You can have, you know, a little bit of fine oatmeal, mix it with a bit of honey, a little bit of water, and then if you really want that kind of slightly abrasive effect, then add some coarse sea salt. You can also, of course, make your own face mask using pulp, fruit pulp. So if you've made yourself a juice in the morning with fresh veg and some fruit, then rather than just put that pulp direct onto the compost, you can use it as a face mask. And if you want that slightly more abrasive feel so that it turns into more of an exfoliant, then just add some seeds, you know, chia seeds, something like that, or even little tiny grains of rice. It really doesn't matter as long as it's something food grade, so that you're not putting any synthetic chemicals on your skin. So time for our inside out tips now, and the inside tip this week, if you haven't tried them before, I'm going to hugely recommend that you have a crack at golden berries. Eat golden berries. I know lots of us like to snack on something, particularly if you're driving. It's it's that time when you just want to kind of reach for something. So rather than making it the crisps or the chocolate, or even, you know, the sultanas or the raisins, make it golden berries, because they're massively high in antioxidants. They're actually really good for you, and they taste great, particularly if they mix them with something like almonds or chia seeds or apricot kernels. So that's my top inside tip for a really cool snack. And then the outside tip, well, I'm just going to continue on the theme I was on before, which is make your own facial masks. And I've got another great idea for you if you haven't tried this one before. If you're a chocolate lover, and who isn't? I'm currently loving the new flavours from Seed and Bean, organic chocolate from Seed and Bean. But if you are a chocolate lover, you don't necessarily want to eat copious amounts of it, then put it on your skin, because raw cacao is really good for your skin. And again, you can make your own face mask using raw cacao powder, a little bit of coconut oil. You can add a little bit of honey if you're not vegan. And then, of course, again, you can make that slightly more abrasive if you want to by adding some coarse sea salt. So there you go, all the indulgence without the guilt. See you next time.